right, Therapy Thursday is here. We're here to be of service. We got Dr. Davi.
He ready.
Meredith, MD.
What's going on?
Orlando, BGYN. And your number to get in is 888-429-0941. Pull up. We got all kinds of answers for you. Some of them might even be right.
And to the lady that was just on hold, I don't know. I think we lost her or something, or maybe she got cold feet. Call us back.
Yeah, call us back.
Is that your kind voice?
Yeah.
What happened to your voice right there? You're like, to the lady, call us back.
Call us back, please.
Your voice scared her away.
She had a question for Meredith.
All right, let's see. We got a Meredith question on here by Jerry. Jerry, you want to talk to Meredith? You got her. Go ahead.
Hey, Meredith.
Hey.
So this is what I got. I moved here in September of last year and from Virginia. And my first 2 months of being in my apartment complex, I met a girl. She left her phone number on my van, and I hung out with her. We hit it off. It was really cool. We had a really great time. We clicked well. We took it a little further. We started hooking up and whatnot, and she wanted more. I didn't move here to get in a relationship, but I gave it a go anyway. So we weren't dating like girlfriend and boyfriend, but we were exclusive. She does OnlyFans, and I was on her computer, and I saw some things that I really was not okay with that she said she didn't do, but I saw that she did. And I shouldn't have been looking on her computer where I was, but I found it anyway. So since then, I broke it off kind of like I don't want a relationship with you, but we are so tight. Like, we consider each other best friends, but she still has such strong feelings for me, and I really want to be there for, like, her friend and everything, but it's hard for her to set her feelings aside, and I love her so much, and I love hanging out with her, and, my whole friend group now is her friend group. But it's just
She
hard.
got mixed in.
Yes, and it's hard to separate the two now because her feelings always come back up, and I'm like, how long will her feelings be this strong for me? Like, will we ever be able to be just friends? Because anytime another woman, like, I talk about other women or I go on dates, like, she blows up and it goes crazy.
Okay. All right. I totally get it. I understand where you're coming from. You're giving mixed signals, first of all. You just said that you love her. And then, but you don't want you want to stay friends. It sounds like like your brain is telling you one thing, but your heart is telling you another. So I get that you want to remain friends and that you wish you could just talk to her because you guys have such a solid relationship, just a friendship right now. But it sounds like somebody's got to be the bigger person, and it might have to be you. She still has very, very strong feelings towards you. You did just say, I still love her. Love is a big word, and there's an emotional attachment when it comes along to it. So you're going to have to make the decision. Do you want to be friends with her? Because I don't think you can be friends with somebody that's still in love with you.
That's rough. That's rough for you.
Love, not like a love, like love is a friend type.
You can mean it how you want to mean it, but a girl that's feeling you is going to hear it her way. So, I would leave that alone. You could be platonic as hell, but she's hearing love.
Because we say that. We'll say, like, I love you as a friend.
No,
she means something else.
Stop that.
And you're kind of leading her on a little bit. You're experiencing one thing with her, but then you're telling her another. So if you really just want to remain friends, there's no texting all night long. You really don't do that with.
There's no I love yous either.
There's
Cut
no
it out.
I love
Cut
you
it
at
out.
all.
Yeah, break the whole thing. If you don't like it, break the whole thing. You're going to be talking about other ladies, break that off.
She's on OnlyFans, and it sounds like she was doing some stuff you didn't like, so that's not going to stop either. So this relationship is not going to work out.
Can we point out the fact that you're not supposed to snoop because you are the case study of that? You were enjoying Pound Town, and then you snooped and ruined it because you learned too much. But what she was doing on OnlyFans was you was getting the benefit from. So you really shouldn't have snooped, and you kind of messed that up, dog. So that's a good case study right there.
Yeah, that's 100%. And, but she said the same thing. Like, you can't. I never told her that was the reason, but she brought it up. Like, you cannot be upset for me because of OnlyFans because it pays for everything we do. And let me just say, she spoiled me.
Oh, yeah. And you messed it up, snooping. So you should have stayed out of there. All right, there you go.
He could have messed it up, but I bet she's happy he
It's
found
true.
out.
Jerry, do what you got to do, but get out of that situation.
I hate my son's friends. His same friends from the neighborhood are the same kids he hangs out with in school. He's 14, and they're influencing him negatively. What should I do? I can't really ban him from hanging with them because they're at school and in the neighborhood, like I said, but I would like to.
By Davi's mother.
And his name is Davi. I will say anything that you ban from your kids makes it sexier. Yeah. It makes it more appealing. And so you put that energy on those kids, you're going to build them up and build their status up in your kid's mind because anything that's not parental is fun. Anything that's not rules is great. And so what you got to do is maybe just as these kids start showing their real blemishes, point those out to your kid and just say, I'm so glad. Reiterate how glad you are your kid is different in pointing out their flaws. Because you could be like, I'm so blessed to have you as a child because you see that kid right there in them handcuffs. Like, I ain't had to deal with you this way. Or you see that kid walking around sniffing all the time and whatever. We don't know what he's doing. That's a mess. And separate it from your kid. Your kid is still good. Stay gold, Pony Boy. Make them watch Outsiders. Make them watch things like that separate, the bad side from the good, and big him up for the good parts that you've built in him. Like, separate him from the masses, and then as you keep doing that, he'll start to see the separation between the two. And while he still loves his crew, he won't get so immersed in it.
A good explanation of you are who you hang out with.
You are who you hang with, definitely. Question for Dr. Davi. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's see. Andrea is on the phone. How you doing this morning?
Hey, good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. You got a question for Dr. Davi. He is ready for you.
I do. Davi, so I have a 17-year-old son, and I know you own a tattoo shop. I know you don't have children right now. However, he's my youngest, my baby, the only boy, but he's had like a half-sleeve tattoo since he was 15. He had some things happen in 2020, and it's helped him, build confidence, and it's also, helped him heal through certain things. Now, though, he wants a neck tattoo, which I'm not on board for right now. Right. So I don't think that's happening. But my question to you is, honestly, people need to mind their business. But as a business owner, since for tattoo shop in particular, what are your takes or thoughts on that if a parent brings someone, a child in, and wants this done?
It's definitely not out of the norm. I would try to dissuade him from the neck tattoo. I would stay against that for a number of reasons that we both know. Maybe, he's 17, he's going to be 18 soon. He'll be able to do it himself. So maybe if he's dead set on a tat, maybe start working on his other arm or finish his current sleeve or something. Definitely try to don't encourage him to do the neck tattoo.
She don't want that.
Yeah.
He's so young for all of this. Am I the only one that thinks, I know I need mama business, but he's so young.
I mean, I was 18 with a half sleeve, and it honestly didn't stop me from all the things that everybody told me it would stop me from doing. They've become a little bit, a lot more acceptable, and different jobs have loosened their requirements. But the neck tattoo could be a game changer. So I would hold off on that. Orlando, why are you looking like that? Why are you scrunching your face up?
I was not asked, so I'm not going to say anything. But I'm going to be quiet.
No, go ahead.
It's just hard for me to see that you are bucking against the tattoo when you gave the pass on it at 15. Like, you let it happen at 15, so it's like the neck tattoo. Now he's like, Mom, when did you become this prude? Like, hello, let's ink up. Like, you let him ink up at 15. It's kind of hard to put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Right. I agree 100%. I do feel like that is my fault. That's why I had a question. And I know, and Meredith, I understand, y'all, and Orlando, you have girls, and Meredith, and I have two older girls, 23 and 22, who have tattoos, but they waited later in life as well. But I just want to know your thoughts. I get it. Like, why it's like hypocritical, right? Like, okay, I'm okay with this, but
no, it's not hypocritical. It's just you open the door to it. So now he's ready to graduate and go up to a little further, and that's the pace is kind of throwing you off. So it's not not hypocritical, but it is something that you kind of allowed to get in. Now, I will, maybe be vocal with him and say, hey, wait until you get into your career path or something in there like that before you start putting stuff that's visible above the collar line.
Yeah, as somebody with 50 over 50 tattoos, I would say that not all tattoos in the placement are equal. So maybe something he can hide, maybe something he can cover.
Not the neck.
Definitely not the neck, hands, face.
Davi got a lot of them, over 50, but when he has to do a wedding, them things covered up.
Yes, it's true.
Well, he does have, to be honest, I'm not, he had got one I didn't know with his homeboys and got one behind like his ear, and I was not okay with that.
See, that's what you got to teach him. Them homeboys will get you a disease. Don't do that. Don't do that. Keep it where it's got the state board, certification.
Right.
All right, Mama, go ahead, girl. I appreciate you. Wow. All right.
Tough.
Let's see here. We got one for you, Meredith.
Okay.
It says, Dr. Meredith, my wife is starting to do physical fitness thing again, but this time she feels she could get better results from a male trainer. I don't like that. I don't need any dude who's not her pops or her brother or me building up my girl because I know what happens next. I told her I would pay for it if she picked a female trainer, and she told me it's okay, she'll pay for it.
Ooh.
What does that say if I'm voicing my opinion and my disapproval and it's being ignored?
Well, there should be mutual respect in said relationship, whatever relationship you're in. If your man comes to you and says he feels uncomfortable, it's all how you say it. Okay, it's all you shouldn't tell somebody what to do and say no and put your foot down. You should just explain, like, hey, this makes me feel uncomfortable. I would love to help pay for it, blah, blah, blah. You can't make her do something that she wants. I mean, you can't force somebody. She's a human being. She can make her own decision. I would hope that she would respect your wishes because that's how you feel. But you don't need to be so controlling of somebody else. And you know what? I really don't. I look down on people that try to control your partners all the time. She's a big girl. She can make her own decisions and she can finance herself. So if you came from a different angle and sat down with her and be a human being for a second and explain from a different aspect that you just don't like it because you don't want another man getting that close to her or, maybe touching her in a certain way, then maybe she would see your side. But when you just come off like you're a parent, that's not cool. It's not cool.
If I may add something, to this dude, this is not about the trainer at all. This is about you trying to control her, and she's pushing back. She's drawing a line in the sand saying, hey, we have boundaries, and this is one for me. You can't control this part of my life. So this pushback, if it's not the trainer, it's going to be something else. You have a strong woman on your hands that's not going to let you just walk, treat her like however you want to.
Put up with it.
Is it okay for a man not to like
Sure.
the fact that another man is doing something personal with his girl?
Yes.
Is
Yeah,
that okay?
of course you cannot like
Just
it.
word it better?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to come off from,
Yeah, don't try and use the money. Don't try and use the purse strings as a thing. Like,
I mean, it
hey, because he
helps.
thought that would fix it. And she's like, I
No.
got my own money, fool.
By the way, everybody
know.
could read right through that. You're just trying to control somebody.
If he would have said it differently, I bet she probably would have been okay
Of
with the
course.
female trainer. But the
Yes.
fact that he tried to just force her
Now
on it,
I'm a
it's just-
kid, and now I just want to disobey my parents.
Now
see
I
what I'm
want the
saying?
most muscular,
Yeah,
hottest
hottie.
trainer in the gym.
Please don't.
With a
Oh,
poppin'
No,
IG.
don't go get him.
I already booked the
No,
appointment.
those are the dudes that bang your girl.
I already
Don't do
sent
that.
a
Don't do
deposit.
that. We don't want that.
Yeah.
All right, please.
Orlando and the Freak Show.
Every Thursday is a wrap, people. All right, we got more coming up with your team.